Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Join me after the intro and show you a little bit more of this. Hey everyone, bit of a treat for us today. I've been let loose on this Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade, which is a 2005 model. It's only done about 22,000 miles. Now back in the day, this came out and I just bought, in 2004 I just bought my GSXR 1000, my K4, when this actually came out. And it was a toss-up between the two, and my friend at the time, he was a toss-up between the two. I went the GSXR 1000 route and he went the Fireblade route. And to be honest with you, I always kind of looked on it as a bit green envy. I think it was exactly the same as this, in black. His was a 2004. We both sort of picked them up at the same time. I've got to be a bit careful on this, it's got new tyres on it. Now going back to my conversations before on the Aprilia, which is best? Is it best to be old school or the new ones? And I've just spent what 5 minutes on this, driving down to the petrol station, and I'm already old school is best. They kind of say you shouldn't meet your heroes. This was kind of my hero at the time. My GSXR was a brilliant bike and I loved it to bits. I don't know, I think that just the quality of this showed through. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it on my usual test route. I'm going to take a couple of photos of it. Well, to start with, this bike is 20 years old this year. Not a rattle, not a bang, nothing. It's smooth as smooth could possibly be. I know it's a Honda and that's how they do things, but it is absolutely as smooth can be. Mirrors you can see out of, love them, absolutely love them. This has got the electronic steering damper on it, which I have no idea what magic goes off in there, but I'm sure some of you with a bit more knowledge about it. All I know is it's light when it's going slowly, and the quicker you go the heavier it gets. I know it did very well in racing terms, and that's why they fitted it. Like I say, this one's got 22,100, but a little bit of information for you. I know for a fact from my friends, all of these got recalled very early in their lives, and they had to have new speedos, new clocks, all of them, every single one. So they've all got a little bit more mileage than what they're actually showing. And unfortunately, you'd probably be very hard pushed to actually trace the mileage it's got or what it's doing, which is a bit of a shame, really. Oh, I do hate new tyres. So yeah, just be very aware that if you're buying one of these and you're thinking about, oh, it's only done 10,000 miles. Depends how many miles it did in the time it took them to change the clocks, because all of them got changed, every single bike. Although that was the 2004 models, so I don't know about the 2005s. I would imagine, obviously, if they changed them in 2004, they probably got them right for 2005 onwards. So that's only 2004 models. So just keep in mind of that. Suspension on this, very firm, obviously, but it is an out-and-out sports bike. At the end of the day, it is a Fireblade. I had the 929 Fireblade, and Probably one of the longest bikes I kept actually. Went everywhere on it. That had about 40 odd thousand mile on it when I sold it. That was brilliant, brilliant bike. Loved it to bits. How does this compare to the Aprilia? To be honest with you, at the moment, there is absolutely no comparison at all. The Aprilia is what it is. It's very rough and ready, tractor-like gearbox. And this, I'm afraid, is typical Honda, smooth as silk, and gearbox as slick as anything. Obviously, I've only been on it 5 minutes, so it's going to be hard to make a prognosis. But jumping on it, first thing, mirrors you can see out of. Gearbox is as slick as anything. The engine is so quiet. Literally, all I can hear is either the induction noise or what's coming out the exhaust. Like I said earlier, you know, they say you shouldn't meet your heroes, and this to me was I never rode his bike. I never got the chance. So it was always a bit of a funny one. We were a bit precious about our bikes in those days, and he didn't ride mine and I didn't ride his. So, you know, that's just the way it was. It's just how we did things. But yeah. Right, let's see if we can just dive over here. And we'll have a look around it and we'll get some photos. First impressions is it's very, very light. It feels ever so light. And as you can see, brand new rubber on it, so we've got to be a little bit careful. And yeah, it's stunning in black. Absolutely stunning. It's in lovely, lovely condition for its age. So let's see if we can get a nice photo. Well, I feel very, very privileged to have had the chance to ride this. And you know what, if I'm honest, this wouldn't even have been on my radar if I was looking for a bike. I forgot how absolutely capable and how good these are. It's not like the Aprilia stands out just for its looks. It's like, oh yeah, wow, you know, you park that anywhere and there's always going to be a crowd around it. I very much doubt that there'll be a crowd around this. Although then again, I don't know, in the sunshine it's gleaming. I've just literally had it in because he wants a battery charger on it, a trickle charger port, and he was struggling because you have to take the back cowl off. Let's do this one. And I just asked him, you know, how he would feel if I did a video on it, and he went, no, take it, enjoy it. Again, like I say, he's only just had new tyres on it, so, and literally when I say only just, they are brand new. I've done the first miles on them. So we are taking it nice and steady. I know I keep saying it, but I'll get in the swing of it in a bit. It's not so bad when it's your own bike. You know it's somebody else's, it gets a little bit hair raising. But once we get on some of these country lanes. Right, the actual reach is obviously sports bike reach. However, I'm not finding it overloading my arms. I'm finding you can tuck down, and yeah, you can plenty of room on here. You're not, the Aprilia's quite snugged up, but this is not. Legs obviously are tucked up because that's what sports bike is all about, but it's only, you know what, I don't think it's much different to the GT, if I'm honest. The GT are quite tucked up, being a sports tourer. I think the GT is more sport, as in, apart from they've lifted the handlebars up. Went out on GT yesterday and had a lovely ride to To Matlock, Bath. I call it Bath, Tess calls it Bath, so we'll leave it at that. Everyone's got their own versions of it. Yeah, this is typical Honda. I've had a few Hondas. Like I said, I had the 929 5-blade, and that was a really, really good bike. Very, very tractable, and brakes are good. And it's got Nissan brakes. Right, so now we're getting onto our roads now. Very, very lively. Very lively. Oh, I just had a bug go straight into my visor. Not into it, as in inside it, just smacked right where my eye line is. And I was just about to say I'm going to pull over and get my muck off out, but no, wrong bike. One thing I will say about this, there's absolutely no room under the seat or the seat cowl. None at all. So I am of the opinion now, massively, that older is better. The early 2000 bikes are better than the late, yeah, the 2020 upwards. In fact, really, that 2017 one I had was just way too much. This doesn't feel too much. Don't get me wrong, it's got loads of power, but it also feels like you can just ride it around. You know, just have a nice ride on it. I suppose we'll find out more when we're doing a bit more miles. The one thing I do remember about these though, they were quite thirsty. See, not even trying, you should straight up to speed limits. Not even touching the throttle. I like the angle of the bars. I think the bars are great. I mean, parts are still absolutely readily available for these. There's no issue getting bits for them. When you think, oh yeah, it's 20 years old, you can even get the fairings. You can turn your bike into a brand new bike. I remember my VFRs, I've had a 800 and I've had a 12, and the way they used to lay into corners, and this is exactly the same. You just look at it and it goes round. It literally, honestly, it does. It just goes round the corners. Hondas are very good at what they do. To the point that some people could have the audacity to call these boring. Which I think is a little bit far-fetched, isn't it? Oh yeah, anybody could ride a blade fast. Don't think that's quite the case though. The people that do ride them quick probably are more than capable of riding them quick. I mean, I'm hitting some really big bumps here and there's not a rattle. There's nothing. Come on then. Oh, she wants to play. She really does want to play. Remember, you've got no traction control, no modes, everything's done with your right hand. Maybe that's why I like them so much, because everything's down to me then. I'm not reliant on the electronics or anything. Whereas the younger people who are actually used to all the electronics, I don't think this has even got ABS, you know. They're all used to the electronics and what they can do and what they can't do, and you'll come unstuck on something like this because it won't save you. which is why so many of these manage to find themselves smashed up. I'll tell you what you do see a lot of these smashed up with as well. It's usually nose and tail, where somebody's flipped it on a wheelie. I've seen a lot of those being repaired on YouTube. I'm watching a guy at the moment and he repairs them all. Gets all his fuck's sake. Well, I'll tell you now, this is a beautiful machine. It's got the hiss system on it. Like I say, you've got no, we've just been shod with Bridgestone battle axes, which are a pretty good tyre to be fair. I prefer Pirellis or Michelins, but the third choice would be Bridgestones. But that's not for my decision, so. I mean, I don't even think the dash looks old. I think it's stunning. Yeah, cracking bike. Brakes have got so much feel to them. Like I say, I'm not trying to break any records or do anything silly on it. I've just got to be respectful. That gearbox is slick as anything. Do you know what? We've had a run of beautiful weather. Feel quite lucky actually, because back to work tomorrow, and yeah, the weather's been amazing. I believe that I've done 20 to 25 miles on it already. Just the tiniest touch of throttle and she's absolutely loving it. Oh, she's starting to make me want to put my knee out. Wow. Oh, it's so tractable. Even at the lower speeds. So sweet. Honestly guys, you're thinking of buying a new bike, you want to try one of these older ones. You see, you're making me want to go now, aren't you? Beautiful. Do you know what? It's very, very difficult to stay within the speed limit. Very difficult. She is gorgeous. if you want to, oh, come back. If you want to have some fun, certainly the bike to do it. It's very much the Aprilia age. You can tell, you know, they're still being developed and the development's still coming in. I'm not so sure that, yeah, all the electrics have made such a, it's absolutely gorgeous, have made such a difference on the road. On the track, hell yeah, massively. And that's the thing, I suppose, yeah, you win on Sunday, you sell on Monday, don't you? So people are saying they want these things, they want track orientated stuff and everything. Yeah, or the traction control saved so many milliseconds. So it's like, oh yeah, well I want that then. I need that to go to Squire's Calf. And I get it. No, 100% do get it. Been there myself. Got to have the latest and greatest. I think, you know, if you showed up at a bike meet on this, it wouldn't be out of place at all. I think there'd still be people look on it going, oh, I used to have one of those. That was a good bike. Because it was a good bike in 2005. In fact, it was an absolutely awesome piece of kit in 2005. And it's still an awesome piece of kit today. Brakes twat. New tyres. You know what? His tyres have not given me a moment. Not a moment to think, oh, and they're brand new. Still got all the bubbles on them. I love the sound. Sound is addictive. It's completely different to the Aprilia, obviously, but it's addictive. The only thing at the beginning that threw me a bit was there's no engine braking. That's the only thing that threw me at the beginning. Yeah, the only thing that threw me was, you know, from the Aprilia, being sat like this and then you just shutting off and it just happening. Yeah, the more I ride this, the more there is no comparison between this and the Aprilia. This is so much more refined. The Aprilia is a giggle. It's a massive event to go out on the Aprilia. And I'm not saying it won't be an event to go out on something like this, but oh, that road's closed, so we won't bother about them. But we'll have to go a bit further then. It's an absolute hoot. I'm surprised you can't hear in my voice, me smiling. In top gear, roll on, 40 mile an hour, full of it. Why would you don't want to do that? But the only thing I'm noticing is the bumps, as you're hitting the bumps, because it's so, the suspension's so hard, it's making you twist the throttle on a bit. Could do with a gear counter on it as well, but that might be because I'm used to having a gear counter. Seem to be able to move around on this, even on like now. I can have a good look. You just seem to be able to move about. Well, as you know, we like to do real world reviews, so let's see what she's like just plodding along and being a bike. You know, one that you can go off to the coast on and enjoy. I've got no pain. I don't know how Honda have done this, but normally on the Aprilia or Majitsas or anything like that, my right arm starts to really give out. Lets me know that it's not happy. I've got none of that on this. I've got pure comfort. It's not as radical, that's what it is. And oh, it's so crisp. It is so crisp. Got an under-seat exhaust, which I absolutely love because it just cleans the bike up completely. I need to stop yeah, it's brilliant. It's Honda being Honda. And like I say, today, this year, not today, but this year, she's 20 years old. And if you didn't know what you were sitting on, you would never know you sat on a 20-year-old bike. I promise you that. You just wouldn't. She's an absolute delight. Yeah, every gear change is sweet, so sweet. There's no noises, nothing out this engine or gearbox that you would not be expecting. No rattles, no knocks, no bangs, no nothing. Not a sound, other than the noises you expect to hear. I decided on the country lane bit. Listen guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've been out on this amazing machine. 20 years has not faltered it or upset it or anything. 20 years means nothing to it. It rides like it's just come out the showroom. It's been obviously very well looked after, and it's a credit to the owner. And yeah, I'll see you in another video. Cheers guys, bye bye.